This episode was suggested by Goba. Thank you. Another day, another Derby profile. Today's episode is on Rodriguez. Let's go! First up, the stats. 5 starts, 2 wins, 2 seconds, and 1/3, and with earnings just over $500,000. For major races, he started off as kind of an understudy to Citizen Bull and Barnes, being second in the Robert Lewis behind Citizen Bull, and then third in the San Felipe behind Barnes and Journalism. But when he finally struck out on his own, he was able to defeat a 12-horse field in the Wood Memorial Stakes easily, getting him 100 points and changing the perspective of what he was going to be in the Derby very fast after the failure of Citizen Bull. For running style, very typical of Bob Baffert horses, he's a horse who likes to be an uncontested frontrunner. Now, in a lot of his races, he does play the role of stalker, but he's usually stalking another Baffert horse, who is going with the same strategy that Rodriguez would be doing if he was by himself. As shown in the Wood Memorial, when he was the only Baffert horse around, he was the front runner, and he went right to the front, and he destroyed that field easily, settling in the backstretch and saving his energy for an extra spurt at the top of the stretch to run away, controlling every bit of pace the whole way around. For strengths, this front-running strategy will be very useful in a field that is filled with a lot of closers. We have talked a lot about closing horses in this year's Derby profile. This is the first time this year that I've really talked about an aggressive front runner, so that says a lot about what he could possibly do. Also, the Wood Memorial was just a flat-out huge improvement over his earlier stuff, showing that he has a lot of talent going into the Derby. He can handle a fast pace, as shown with the Wood, and most of his losses were against other stablemates, meaning that he wasn't the main horse of importance. If he was by himself, he probably would have a much more impressive record, but Baffert has a lot of different horses vying for the Kentucky Derby attention. The fact that he was able to break out and take that for himself says quite a bit. Also, understudy horses from Baffert usually tend to be the better ones, as shown with Real Quiet over Indian Charlie, or Medina Spirit over Life is Good. For weaknesses, his biggest one is that his big victory came when he had everything go his own way. When he played the role of stalker, he wasn't able to break out of that role and just stayed second most of the way in his defeats. He has to go to the lead and control things himself. If he doesn't do that, he is going to struggle. Now, that's most certainly possible that he could get away with such a thing, but if he doesn't, he's going to be in trouble. He also could just flat out lose automatically if he starts badly, because that is very important when it comes to being a frontrunner. Overall, I would say that Rodriguez is a sneakily good Baffert horse who will do what most Baffert horses do, go to the lead and not look back. It's up to the rest of the field to make sure that he doesn't get away with it. For that, I will give Rodriguez a B grade. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode and comment down other horses I should cover. I promise you, very soon, I will cover Journalism and American Promise and Luxor Cafe. Those 3 will be taken care of soon enough. See you guys next time.